Hello, thank you again for joining me today for our pronunciation lesson. Today we are going to focus on the pronunciation of the final S or ES endings, which are normally for plural nouns, right? And sometimes the third person as well, third person verbs. So today we're going to be discussing that final S pronunciation. There are 3 different pronunciations for final S, and we're going to talk about those, when to use them, and how they're pronounced today. So I have for you my little board so that you can see what I'm talking about. So there's 3 different pronunciations, and I'm again using the phonetic alphabet to demonstrate sounds because letters in English can be misleading. So the phonetic alphabet is always the same. The sound is the same for the symbol that you see. First one is S, S, like snake, like sorry. Okay. The second sound is Z, it's like Z for Z, and that's like zebra. Okay. And then the final pronunciation is is. Okay. So sometimes you'll see the I with the Z, sometimes you'll see the schwa with the Z, or an E with the Z, but the pronunciation is pretty much the same. So when do we use it? Final S is pronounced S after voiceless sounds. So that's why initially when I taught you about voiceless sounds and voiced sounds, I told you that we would need to use this later on, and it's important that you understand what these terms mean. So again, a voiceless sound is a sound that is produced without using your vocal cords. So when you put your hand on your throat, you should not be feeling the vibrations. Sounds like t, t, sounds like p, p, k, k. Okay? So these are produced using air, but not our vocal cords. So for voiceless sounds, the word is going to be pronounced at the end S, because S itself is voiceless, right? So examples here are seats. So the singular form of seats is seat. I have a seat in the classroom. We want to make it plural. We add the S, and the sound that we make is an S sound. So we say seats, because that final sound in the singular word, seat, is voiceless. So we're going to keep going with another voiceless sound. Maps. Same thing. The singular form is map. Map ends with that voiceless p sound. So we continue with voiceless s sound. Maps. Lakes. Okay, lakes. The singular form is lake, which ends with k. I know it, you see the letter E, but the sound that it ends with is k, right? We don't say lake, we just say lake. So, voiceless k follows by voiceless s. Okay, so voiceless, voiceless, as pattern we commonly see in linguistics. B, the final S is pronounced Z after voiced sounds. So voiced sounds, again, are when you can feel the vibrations in your throat. Sounds like D, like dog, sounds like B, like boy, and sounds like G, like girl. Those sounds are voiceless because when we put our hand on our throat, we can feel the vibrations. It's not just air. P is voiceless, B is voiced. Okay, same thing is happening in our mouth, but one is using our voice and one is not. So with voiced sounds, we're going to follow with a voiced sound, which is Z. Okay, for example, seeds. Okay, the singular form is seed. D is voiceless. That's the ending there. So seeds, Z is the voice ending as well of the plural form. Next example is stars. Star, final of the singular word. It's voiced. So we're going to continue with voiced Z. Stars. Holes. Same thing. Hole ends with L. which is voiced sound. So we're going to continue with the voiced. Z, holes. Law, law. It has a vowel sound ending, and all vowels are voiced. We always use our voice to create vowel sounds. In this case, it's ah, and it's going to be followed by a z, laws. So let's see again the difference between the s pronunciation and the z. We have seats versus seeds. Okay, seats, seeds. Maps, maps, stars. Okay, so it's a s versus a z. And then finally, the final s or es is pronounced is after these sounds. Sh, ch, s, z, and j. Okay, so there's different spellings there, so I put them both. Some examples are dishes. So with this, you have to remember that there's also an additional syllable because we have the is, which is by itself one syllable. Okay, it has a vowel and a consonant sound, giving it one syllable vowel. So we have dish as the singular form, which ends in sh, which is one of these special sounds here. So the plural turns into dishes, dishes, dishes. We have dish with one syllable. Dishes has two syllables. Match, ch, ch, becomes matches. Matches, again, two syllables. Or an additional syllable, I should say. Class ends with one of those sounds. So we have classes, classes. Size in the plural becomes sizes. Page, j, becomes pages. And judge becomes judges. Okay, so again, plural or third person singular verb forms follow this for the pronunciation of the final s or es endings. Okay, so we have three: s, z, and is. S is voiceless, ending with voiceless sounds. Z is voiced, so words ending with voice sounds, and then is has special sounds that are here that you just have to memorize. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope that clarified some pronunciation issues that you might have had. Please feel free to comment, like, and share my videos. See you next time.